Hello, Mr. Red here. Today is, I don't remember what today is. January, March, April, May. Oh, there it is, okay. Hello, Mr. Red here. Today is May 12th, 2020. Just gonna shoot a little quick video today. In fact, I might even post this today or tomorrow because it's just gonna be so short. But as you can tell, I'm up here in our St. John's bee yard here in Folsom, and today I'm putting more honey supers on our boxes. It's only been 2 weeks since I've been here, but it's been 5 weeks since I first started putting the honey supers on our hives. And these are the supers that had the wax that I applied, dipped into the tank, and then brought them out here and put them on the box. So it's been 5 weeks for some of these boxes and only 2 weeks for some of the other ones. And in that time frame, when I first came out here, the privet was in full bloom out in here. And now, as the privet, 5 weeks later, as it's dying down and finishing off, now we got the next big one kicking in, the tallow. Let me give you a shot of this stuff. And here's what's left of our privet bloom. And there's still some little splotches of blooming going on. But for the most part, as you can tell, they're going to seed real soon. But what's really exciting about this time of year is that as this is getting ready to end, and as it's ending, look what's taking its place. Look at the tallow up there. Now, the Chinese tallow, it's an invasive tree. It is. It's a nuisance tree. In fact, Louisiana is trying to pass legislation to introduce a beetle, of all things, to eradicate these trees. And this is really our major honey flow comes from the Chinese tallow. So as a beekeeper, even though the tree's invasive, I'm all in favor of it staying in Louisiana. The forest people, because it's so invasive, once they clear cut areas, these just volunteer in their spots, and it makes it very troublesome for the forest people. So they want to get rid of these trees. But like I said, as a beekeeper, nope, I want them to stay. All right, now let's get back to what I'm really here for. And this is what I'm really here for. To check on how much development the bees have gotten in our boxes over the last 5 weeks. I mean, I feel like I'm a kid, like at Christmas saying, well, let's open up some presents and see what we got. So I'm gonna get over there, put on my suit, because golly, these bees, they don't like when I come around here. Put on my suit. I think I'm gonna have to light the smoker to push some of these bees off the comb, to just give you an idea of what we're looking at over here. But I don't know, I'm like pumped right now. So let's go over there and find out just how much comb, honey, capped honey stores they've got inside of our box that we put on. By the grace of God, we're going to be doing good, and our prospects for a great honey harvest are going to be looking good. Let's get over there and check and see what these boxes look like, huh? So I'm going to start the inspection with the very same hive that I started that video on, and we're going to see the growth that this hive has had. Like I said, this one's been here for 5 weeks. 5 weeks, that's almost 2 complete brood cycles. So what was here 5 weeks ago, because there were so many 5 weeks ago, I added the honey super. Now 5 weeks later, that hive, the number of bees in this hive should have really increased dramatically, in which case hopefully it translates into a dramatic comb production, and then of course the storage of stores of honey. Let's find out and see what these girls did. Well, you can tell they're all up in the top for sure. Let's see what they've done with that. All those frames. Ooh, woo. Just from what I can see right now, it is looking really nice. I see capped honey in here already. Let me put a little smoke on them just to push them down. And I'm going to pull an outside frame because that's really where you get a good judge of what's going on the inside by looking on the outside. Plus I won't damage things as I try to pull them out. Remember, 5 weeks ago, these boxes went in, and it was just that comb that I'd put the wax on. Here we go, 5 weeks later, completely drawn out, lots and lots of nectar in there, all right? Look at that, beautiful. Now let's see if we get a inside frame. Oh, these bees are really calm. I can't believe it. Again, this frame about the same. Oh, look at this. I see some capped honey right here. Look at that. Starting to cap it out at the top. Again, about the same on this next one, and the next one too. So they're all about that same development. I mean, I'm saying with this tallow kicking in right now, in another 2 weeks, this stuff is going to be capped. I mean, capped honey. I may be able to get some more frames in here, and if it's drawn out comb, they could fill it up again for me. All right, so these girls are doing excellent. Let's open up this next box and see how they're doing. Ooh, man, I love seeing that. Again, as you can see, about the same development as far as the number of bees, and it actually looks like the same development of the comb, the drawn out comb and storage of cells, of the honey in the cells. I'm going to pull this, one of these outside frames, and just see. I'm guessing it's going to look identical to that one we just looked at. Look at that. Is that beautiful, that comb? Now, they don't have as much capped honey as in that other one, but man, who wouldn't be happy with this? It's just so beautiful. That comb is so gorgeous. All right. Again, these are in about the same stage of development, so it's possible I could get more honey out of these girls as well. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go through a bunch of the other ones real quick so that I can kind of wrap things up pretty quick today, because I've got to go through all of our yards. Ooh, nice. So of the 13 boxes that have 3 deeps on them underneath our structure right here, only 3 of them didn't look like those 2 that we showed you in the beginning. So now these boxes on the back, these are our old queens, and you can see I've got 2 of the 5 of them that have already had another deep super, honey super added on to them, and these are the ones that I came out 2 weeks ago and put these on there. So these hives right here with the 3 deeps on them, those boxes have only been on there 2 weeks. So now let's go check out the development of those. Now, of the other boxes that I had only 2 supers on it, I added 2 more deeps to 2 of those. So we still have several that don't have our 3rd honey super on it, and they may not get it. They may not be developed enough. But man, with all the ones I've got under here, whew, that's a lot of honey in here. Let's check out one of these boxes that have been on there for 2 weeks. That one, let's do that one right there. Now, one thing I have to say is, man, when we have this nectar flow that's going on, the bees are incredibly gentle. I really didn't use the smoke. I lit it, but I didn't use it. So that's a really good thing. When the nectar's going, the bees are gentle. All right, so let's see what these guys. Now remember, these are only been on for 2 weeks. Ooh, woo. In 2 weeks. Look at this. Remember, these are old queens, so you can really expect the old queens to just have their numbers of bees in the hive just to shoot up really quick. So let's pull out one of these frames. See what we've got going on. Wow. They've already pulled all that out. Now there's no nectar in this one. Well, there is. Not very much. Let's look at the next one. Now remember, these are only on for 2 weeks. And that is an outside frame. So you would expect those to be developed less. Now look at this. This is the state of development that those are over there. And these are 3 weeks younger than that. Look at that. Is that beautiful? And even the next one is even more so. So in 2 weeks, these guys have really rocked and rolled. I should say these gals. Beautiful. Let's open up the other one and see how they did as well. Well, these guys definitely have not done as good a job as those other ones. But they're making progress. We got, what, 4 frames, 5 frames of bees in the center. They haven't even started on these outside ones, but it's still looking good. Well, I don't know if you can tell it, but yeah, I'm happy, man. Woo, I'm really happy. 19 out of the 26 of them now have honey supers on them, and my goodness, I can't remember the number now, but there was a lot of them that were just really in such far along stages of development that I could actually, there's a chance I may be able to get 2 boxes of honey off of these things. Remember, we still have 3 to 4 weeks of a good nectar flow coming with that tallow right behind it. And speaking of nectar flows, the September, October nectar flow, look at this, it's already starting to come up. We got the goldenrod coming up right here. So it's just like something's going to be blooming regular all the time. So that's all I got for you in this one. Man, I'm like really stoked. I hope that the rest of our bee yards are going to look as good as this one. I'll find out, because I'll be hitting all of them by today. I'll be going, except the ones at the Abbey, I'll be going and checking them out. So thanks for watching. Keep on watching. I'll be making more. God bless. Mr. Ed, I'm out here until the next video.